All right, the recording has begun. This is day number 1, week number 1 of our journey together. Today's date is actually July. So we're starting in the summer, and that's always a blessing. Trying to get things started on a good note. So we're gonna begin with today's class. I'm gonna head up properly so you can see how I head up, and we can get started. So the topic for the day is, well, let's head up properly. So today is Monday. So head up for me in your books, head up for me. Please make sure that you have one book for my class and you don't compile that book with a bunch of different subjects. Make sure that one book is designated specifically for my classes, all right? So today is Monday the 3rd of July, 2023. The subject is, of course, mathematics. We're gonna start off with mathematics today, and then we're gonna do English 8 to 9. So we have mathematics from about 6 to 8 o'clock, depending on how we end math. And then from 8 to 9 is, English. All right, so let's begin.
Excuse me, are we supposed to write in pencil or pen?
I prefer you write in pencil for now because you might not know what you might need to erase. So I don't know the problem with you writing in pencil, but if you can handle yourself in pen, that's fine. All right. Especially for the math section. Most people tend to typically make mistakes for that. So you want to make sure that even if you make a mistake, you're able to erase it. All right. All right, so let's begin. We're going to begin with this question. Please make sure that everything I have on my screen, you write down. There's no shortcuts to this. Everything I have on my screen, make sure that you write down, please. Because when it's time for you to take the test, you'll be able to reference your notes, all right? Okay. All right, so I'm going to call on people to read, and I'm going to call on people to participate, so don't be shy. And so for this first question, who's this? Okay. All right, so let me call on someone to read. I barely know you all, so it's gonna be kind of interesting. Naya, can you read this question for me, please? Naya Simo.
Miss Tracy works 6.5 hours per day from Monday to Wednesday and 8 hours per day on Thursday and Friday. She is paid $8.10 per hour. Calculate the number of hours worked per week.
Okay, good. So what's happening here is someone is writing on the screen. Make sure that you're not who is that? That's I don't know, I can't see what that is, but make sure you're not writing on the screen because then it shows on my end, all right? So let me erase it. File drawings. So, and they're still right. That's Rashan. That's probably a mistake. Rashan, make sure you're not writing on the screen. All right, so let's begin with this question. So we have this individual, Mr. Tracy. So we have Mr. Tracy. He works how much hours on Monday? He works what? 6.5 hours on Monday. Monday to Wednesday. All right, so Monday to Wednesday, he works 6.5 hours. So that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, he works 6.5 hours. And then on Thursdays and Friday, he worked what? He worked 8 hours. And so the question is, okay, figure out how much hours he worked altogether. So we want to figure out the number of hours work. Okay, so question, how are we going to be able to do this question? What do you think we're going to do? Remember, on Monday he worked 6.5 hours, and then Monday to Wednesday he worked 6.5 hours, and then Thursday and Friday he worked 8 hours. So how are we going to do this question? Anyone can answer? Don't be shy.
I'm gonna add that.
We're going to add it, okay? So So we're gonna definitely that we're gonna add. So we have 6.5. So we're gonna say, okay, 6.5. We know that 6.5 is the same thing as what? 6.5, right? Written as a decimal. All right. And so we know that he works 3 days, Monday through Thursday. Sorry, Monday through Wednesday. He works 3 days. Monday to Wednesday for 6.5 hours. So that's 6.5 times what? 3. And we're gonna add that to how much days he work 8 hours. How much days he work 8 hours?
2.
2 days, very good. So it's gonna be 8. 8 times 2.
Question, Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
Calculators allowed in the BGCSE because I can't remember if it was or not.
That's correct, yes. For the BGCSE calculators are allowed, but not for the BJC.
Okay, all right.
Once a scientific calculator and not a graphing calculator. So this is gonna be equal to what is 6.5 times 3? 6.5 times 3 is what?
1950?
19.5.
19.5.
Yeah, 19.5. Please write this down. Make sure write this down, please. Plus 8 times 2. What is 8 times 2? 8 times 2 is gonna be what?
60. No,
16. Very good, Jeremy. 16. And so let's add these two together. It's gonna be equal to, so we have 19.5 plus 16. So 19.5 plus 16. Notice how I'm aligning it, right? 16.0. So what is 5 plus 0? 5 plus 0 is
5.
5. 9 plus 6 is what?
15.
15, that's correct. And we have 1, 2, 3. So it's gonna be 35. So we have 35.5. So we work how much hours altogether that week? 35 and what? A half hour.
Hour.
Okay. So what we did was we multiplied 6.5 times 3 to get the 19.5. And we did 8 times 2 to get the 16. And that gave us 35.5. Okay. And that's how we got that answer. Any questions on that before we move on?
Excuse me. Do we
Go
have to
ahead.
write the question?
Say it again.
So we have to write the question.
The question, yes, that's correct. You write down the question and the answer. That's correct.
And then the word problems.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so let's continue. If there's something that you didn't get, make sure screenshot it so you could continue to write it down. If it's
Mr.
something,
Petit,
go ahead.
this is Lopez. I'm trying to find out how you got 6.5.
Oh, good. So 6.5 because it's 6.5 hours, and 6.5 hours is the same thing as 6.5.
Okay.
So that's, yeah, so it's 6.5 times 3 because it's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's when he worked 6.5 hours. He worked that on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So that's why we multiply that by 3. And then
Okay, 6.5 hours is 6.5.
yes, that's correct.
All right.
Multiply that by 3. That's how you get the 19.5. And then 8, because it's 8 hours times 2 days, Thursday and Friday. So 8 times 2 is 16. All right.
Okay.
That's how we get that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. So this one is 35.5 hours.
Mr.
So
Petit,
go ahead.
how many points was this question worth? 3 or 4?
I gotta look back at the question at the paper. I don't have it on me right now. But remind me to answer the question. I have to look at the actual question. I can't remember.
All
All right. So moving right along. The next question says, make sure you mute your mic once you're not speaking, please. The next question says, we want to calculate the weekly earnings of this person. How much does he make per hour? Right? It's not he, that's a she. How much does she make per hour? Anyone can answer?
$8.10.
That's correct. She makes $8.10 per hour. And how much hours did she work in total?
16, I mean,
35.5.
35.5.
35.5.
Very good. And so we have to multiply them, right? So 35.5 times 8.12, 10. So 35.5 hours times 8.10, you multiply them, then you get $287.55. So that's how we get $287.55. So for the week, she's gonna make how much money? $287.55. How did we do that? We multiply the 35.5 and the 810. Okay.
going too fast for me. Hello.
Austin, can you repeat the question?
Repeat the. Say it again. Go ahead, Aaron.
You went to
Say it again.
was talking and the song.
Oh, my sound dip. Okay. I was saying that we want to figure out how weekly earnings. Weekly earnings is what? How much you make, how much hours you work, multiplied by what? How much it is per hour. Please.
8.10.
Okay, so she makes $8.10 every hour. Okay. And so we're gonna do $8.10 multiplied by what? 35 and a half hours. So 35.5 times 8.10 is gonna be what? $287.55.
55.
Yeah, so that's how we get that. Any questions on that before I move on to the next one? Okay, there's no questions.
No,
Okay, it's just multiplying how much hours she work by how much she get paid every hour. Okay. Okay. Make sure I write the questions down. If you do not have the questions written down, make sure I take a screenshot of it so you could be able to write it down. But I will be asking for you to send your notes, so make sure you have them written down, please. That's very important. Okay. Please ensure when you're not speaking that your mic is muted. That's very important as well. You don't want to disturb everyone, the others in the class. All right, so let's move on to the next question. So we already figured out how much hours that she worked, and we already figured out how much she make in a week. All right. And so the next question is, okay, let's say, for example, I'm gonna ask Alea Williams. Alea Williams, are you there? I hope I pronouncing your name right.
Okay.
You're here?
Yes.
Okay, can you read this question, please?
She received an increase in pay, and her new weekly earnings are $301.75 for the same number of hours. Calculate the new hourly rate.
Very good. So now, she's making, remember the first time, right? She was making how much per week? She made $287.55, right? But they're saying that, hey, her wage actually increased. And now instead of making $287, she's making $301. And so they want us to figure out, okay, how much she has to make per hour, because she can't make the same thing per hour. So what is her new hourly rate is the question. So in order to figure out her new hourly rate, so how much she makes per hour.
So you probably have to divide that
Mm-hmm.
that 35.5 by $301.75.
Yeah, but the other way around. So we're gonna take 301.75 and divide it by
Yeah.
35.5. That's good. Very good observation. So she makes $301.75 in a week, but the number of hours that she worked is how much that we determined. It was what? 35.
35.5.
Very good. 35.5. That person who just spoke, can you put your name? I just see in Galaxy S9. Put your name
Okay.
in the slot, please.
All right.
Okay, good. All right, good, perfect. So we have $301.75, and we want to multiply, and we want to divide it by 35.5. The reason why we divide by 35.5, Deandra, why are we dividing by 35.5?
Because you would want to know what's her new hour rate.
Uh-huh. But why we chose 35.5? Why didn't we use 40? Why didn't we use 50?
Because 35.5 was the hours that she worked weekly.
Ah, very good. So she worked for that week, she worked 35 hours and 35 and a half hours. So that's why we're using that number. Okay. So let's calculate it. If you have a calculator, you can do the calculations. We have 301 point what? 75 divided by
35.5.
35.5. And what y'all get when y'all put the answer?
8.5.
Say it again.
8.5.
8.5. Okay. Which is basically $8.50.
Yeah.
So 8.5. So that's our new hourly rate. All we did was we divide 301.75 by 35.5. And so for this one, it's going to be 8.5. So that's how much she make per hour now. $8.50. At first, she made $8.10, but now she's making $8.50. Okay. How many persons would want this to be their wage when they grow up? To make $8.50.
That ain't no money.
Someone say that ain't no money.
They're trying to get away from it now.
Yeah, so that's her wage. All right, so that's that. Any questions before I move on? Talia, yeah, someone have a question? Yes, go ahead.
If for the exam you'll get this type of question, is calculated included?
No, not for y'all. Not for y'all. You were Jeremy, right? Jeremy, you in grade what? I think you're in grade
7.
yeah, 7, yeah. No, definitely not.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I think that's that one done. All right, so this one is sort of like an algebra question. But this one you really gotta pay attention for this one. Okay. So here we have 6 open bracket 1/3 minus x. Okay. Anyone can tell me what's the first thing we should do here?
I think you're supposed to go through the brackets first. That's all I remember.
Work with the brackets first, but can we do anything with a
correct?
third? Can we do anything with a third and x? Like what could we do with a third and x?
Yeah.
Someone say multiply them together. Okay. We have to figure out what x is. Okay. Lavera. There's a lot of wind in your background. I know it's very hot, so maybe that's the fan. But what should we do in this case? Anyone?
Multiply 3 times 1.
Figure out what
Say it
X
again?
is.
Once they figure out what X is, multiply 3 times 1. Okay. The first thing we need to do is we need to take 6, because we can't do nothing with the third and the X. We can't do nothing with that. All right. So what we have to do is we have to take this 6 and we have to multiply it by a third. So we have to take this and multiply it like that. So we have to say 6 times 1/3. So there's going to be 6 times 1/3. Now, question, what is 6 times 1?
6.
6 times 1 is 6. Very good.
6.
Good. And then what is so 6 times 1 is 6. And this is going to be over, or this is also going to be over 1. And what is 3 times 1? 3 times 1 is what?
3.
3, that's correct. And so 6 divided by 3 is going to be, what is 6 divided by 3?
2.
No, not 3. I heard it.
2.
2. 2, that's correct. 2. So how do we get that again? We do 6 times 1. Go ahead, Deandra.
Okay, the 6, and then you have the fraction over 1. Where
Uh-huh.
did you get that 1 from under the 6? Is that the one that is over the 1/3?
No. Any number over 1 is itself. So 6 over 1 is still 6. 5 over
Oh.
1 is still 5. So we can always put it over 1. Okay.
Okay.
So 6 times 1 is what?
6.
6. And then 1 times 3 is
3.
3.
very good. And then we do 6 divided by 3, which is
2.
2. So that's how we got that. Very good. So 6 times 1/3 is going to be equal to 2. 2.
Oh, 2.
Remember, we got that 2. And then 6 times x is going to be what? 6x. Okay.
6 times.
So
X.
6 times x. So we doing two things here. We multiplying 6 by 1/3 and we get 2. And we multiplying 6 by x. This is going to be what? 6x. So let me repeat that again. We're doing two things here. We're multiplying 6 by 1/3 and that gives you 2. And we're multiplying 6 by x, which gives you 6x. Okay, so that's how we get that. Again, 6 times 1/3 is 2. And then 6 times x is 6x. So the answer here is simply 2 minus
6 times X is
6x.
Yeah, you lost me on that one.
We lost to Anglai.
Okay, let's do it again.
Yeah, buddy. I know how you get that, but yeah.
I don't know that talking. I just seen Samsung SM. What's your name? And Galaxy Tab A8. The one who said, What's your name?
Erica.
Oh, Erica.
Hi.
I thought you say don't call you.
I said you that, but
I say I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm so sorry. It ain't personal. It's just boy.
That's okay.
Tough. Okay. All right. Thank you for forgiving me.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to get that because I ain't catch on to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna explain it right now. So everyone's saying I'm confused with this one.
Yeah.
All right.
I trying to figure out how you get all these things over this times this and you lost me because I trying to figure out where you get this 2 from. And then minus the 6, all this, that's confusion. So I need you to go over that again for me, please.
That's fine. So the idea here is that we have these things in the brackets, right? So what that means is that, let me make it clear. What that means is that What that means that these stuff that are in the bracket, they are going to be multiplied by the 6. That's what this is saying. Okay. So every term, the 1/3 is going to be multiplied by the 6. The x is going to be multiplied by the 6. So the first thing we're going to do is multiply the 6 by the 1/3. Okay. That's the first thing, the 6 by the 1/3. And that's what I did on this side. Okay. 6 times 1/3. Now, why did I use 6/1? Because 6/1 is the same thing as 6. Okay. So 6 times 1/3, we do 6 times 1, which is going to be 6, and 1 times 3, which is going to be 3. Furthermore, we have 6 divided by 3. And what is 6 divided by 3? 6 divided by 3 is simply 2. And so that's how we get the 2 on this side. Okay. Next, we do 2. So 6 times 1/3 is 2. So that's clear. That's how we get that right there. And all we do is 6 times x. And 6 times x is just going to be 6x because, you know, 6x times anything is the coefficient times itself. So for example, if I add 5, it's going to be 5x. If I add 8, it's going to be 8x. If I add 9, it's going to be 9x. Okay. So that's how we get 2 minus 6x right there. Okay. So the answer here for this one is going to be 2 minus 6x. Okay. Good. Any questions on that? Let me know.
I think I understand a little bit, but when we do another one, I can
Okay.
see if I can really get that. Yeah.
Okay.
Right, me too.
Sure. Let's do another one. So doing another one, here we go. Okay, so let's do another one. So we have this example number 2. Okay, so example number 2. So let's say we have let's say we have 9 open bracket 1 over what? 3. So using the 3 minus what? Minus x, right? Close bracket. Good. So that's what we have, right? So my question is, how are we gonna do this? Well,
You
what's
put
the
9
first thing we're gonna do? The first thing we're gonna do? We're gonna do
9
what?
multiplied by 1.
9 over
9 multiplied by what?
1.
1 over
1 over 3.
very
1
good.
over 3.
So let's do it on the side. So it's gonna be 9 over what? 9
1.
over 1,
1.
multiplied by
1 over 3.
1
very good.
over
1 over
Very
3.
good. Very good. Times 1 over 3. Good. What is 9 times 1?
9.
That's correct. All over. What is 1 times 3? 1 times 3 is 3. Very good. And 9 divided by 3. What is 9 divided by 3?
3.
3. 3. Very good.
3.
So that means it's gonna be equal to 9 times 1 over 3 is gonna be what?
3.
3. 3. Okay. All right. Makes sense? Minus.
Yes.
Minus the x, the 9x.
9 times x is gonna be what? 9x. Okay. Makes sense?
Yeah, we got it now.
That's what we got. All right.
I kind of get it. Kind of.
Okay, sure.
I think it's right time.
Okay. Would you say, Ms. Lopez?
I getting it.
Getting it. Okay, good. Yeah.
Mhm.
Math is easy. Don't make it hard. All right. So how do we get the one? How do we get the 3? 9 times 1 over 3. All we did was multiply the 9 times 1, which gives me the 9. 1 times 3, which gives me the 3. 9 divided by 3 is simply 3.
3.
So the answer is 3 minus 9x. Let's do another example.
Okay, this time, Mr. Petit, go slow. You're talking too
Okay.
fast.
Okay, sure, no problem.
All right, so what you're saying now is, no matter what the number is, you always put a 1 underneath it.
Always.
So that 9, whatever number is outside the bracket, always has a 1 underneath it.
That's correct.
Right?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Because
all right,
any number divided by 1 itself. Okay, so that doesn't change. Okay,
right,
so, but for this one, you have to be able to know how to divide. So let's use another number. So we're gonna say 12, open bracket, 1 over 3 minus x, close bracket. Okay, what's the stats for this? How are we gonna do this one?
12
times 1.
12 over 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then times 1 over 3.
That's correct.
Hold
Well,
on,
let me make
pull out
space.
the big board.
Let me make space. Nobody should have their calculator. You don't need no calculator for this. This is just regular maths. So let's do it. 12 times what? 12 over 1. 12 over 1. Very good. Multiplied by
3.
1 over
1 over 3. Yeah, 1 over 3.
No.
Good. What is 12 times 1? That's going to be
12.
12. And what is 1 times 3?
3.
3. Very good. What is 12 divided by 3?
4.
4. Very good. Y'all good class. I thought I was going to get that wrong. Very good. 4.
So
Very
4.
So it's going to
Yeah.
be 4.
4. Okay, yeah. 4. Take away 12x.
Yes. Minus what? 12x. Okay. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes. But I have a question though.
Go ahead. I can't recognize the voice. I think that's Ebony.
Jeremy.
What I did?
Oh, Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy's out.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jeremy. I thought that was you.
It could be like different letter or it's
Yes. It could be a different letter. Thank you for spoiling my other example. It could be another letter. It don't have to be X. It could be Y, it could be A, it could be Z, it could be any other letter. Okay.
So what about the sign, like how they have subtraction? It could be like addition or?
That's true. It could, thank you for spoiling my another example. It could also be addition. Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You see how you have this, the only thing that's confusing me a lot is this 12, like it's how it says 12 over 3. And you said that is you divide 12 into 3, correct?
Yeah. Oh, that means division. So this means divide. That's a good question. What's right there?
Okay.
Means divide. So once you see like a fraction, like so, that means divide. Okay. Who's asking a question? I can't recognize the voice.
Look at God. Look at God. That's the one who say don't call me. Yeah.
Oh, okay, Erica. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Put your name on the thing.
So man, I get it. I can fix that later. I can fix that later.
Okay. All right.
So that's my only thing, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, how you dividing that?
How I divide?
You know, sign there.
Yeah, that's the sign. The bar is a division sign. Very good observation, by the way. Sienna Marshall. I know you. I want Sienna to explain this for us. Where's Sienna?
I'm right here.
Okay, good. I know you're all energetic. Can you explain how we got 4 minus 12x?
Okay, so you distributed the 12 to the 1 over 3. So you do 12 over 1 times 1 over 3. And then 12 times 1 is 12. And 1 times 3 is what? 3. Then you do 12 divided by 3, which is 4. So that's how you get the 4. And then you do
Yes.
12 times x, which is 12x.
That's
So that's
correct.
how you got 4 minus 12x.
That's correct. I agree. Good. Miss Jervis on Nick. Please forgive my butchering your name. Onik Jervis, I think that's the name. Onike or Miss Jervis, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, can you remind me how to pronounce your name, please?
Onike.
Onike, yes. Lovely name. Can you explain how we got the 3 minus 9x, please?
The 9 times 1. Then it'll be like 1 times 3. You get 9 over 3. You divide the 9 by 3, which gives you 3.
That's
So it'll
correct.
be 3 times, take away 9x.
And the 9x because 9 times x, right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. Okay, I think it's time for the graded exercises. So I'm gonna give you 5 questions. I want you to, once you finish answering those questions, take a picture of your work, send it to me via WhatsApp. That's the first thing. And the second thing is put your answers inside the chat for me, please. So these 5 questions are going to be your exercises. I am not going to tell you how to do them until after, okay? So let's get ready. Graded
Mr.
exercise.
Patel, I have a question.
Okay, you have a question
So
before
you
we get.
said to send the answers in the chat. Do we send it to you privately or to the chat?
No,
that
put it,
everybody
yeah,
can see?
everybody could see. So we have people who like to cheat. So if they cheat on your wrong answer, then we know that it wasn't doing their work properly. But yeah, send it to me in the regular chat, and also I wanna see your work too. So I want to see a picture of your work as well. So that's 2 things. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp first. Then you can put it inside the chat once you're done. Okay, so graded exercises. The instruction is simply is to simplify. Just 5 I'm going to give you. Oh, 1/3. No problem, Zarens. You can still try it. But when I do it again, you can get opportunity to understand how I got it. So the 4th one says, let's do 24, open bracket, 1/3 minus x, close bracket, Number 5 says, let's do 30. Open bracket. 1 over 3 minus x. And then I'm going to give 2 bonuses. The bonuses are optional. If you want to do it, you can try. If you want to challenge yourself, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But the bonuses are going to be number 6 and 7. All right.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
we are doing this exercise in the book, right?
Yeah, do it in your book. And like I said, once you finish, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Tyrone, Adelie, are you there? It's Tyrone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what number you on?
Hi, number 1.
Number 1. Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Taya Menace, what number you on? Is there a Taya Menace? You know? Taya, I need to hear from you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes. What number you on?
I'm finishing up number 2.
Okay, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's awesome. Tahala Sayers, Talia Sayers, are you there?
It's Talia.
Talia, my apologies, Miss Sayers. What number you on, Sayers?
4.
4. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And T-Moss. T-Moss.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 5.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Please remember when you're sending me the pictures of your work, please put your name so I don't have your number. So put your name when you're sending me your work so I can know who it is. Okay? Put your name when you're sending me the work. Shows Honai or shows Honey. That's what I see on the thing.
It's Shoshone.
Shoshone, okay. What number you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Do you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And Sandra Vasil.
Hello.
Yes. What's your name? I don't want your name. What's your name?
This is Chad.
Oh, this Chad Knowles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you understand? You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. I think Samsung SM X800. That's Erica. I think that's my guess.
Nope.
No, that's not
me.
Okay, that one ain't you. Okay. So who's that? That is you. Because when you
Oh,
talk.
that's my tablet. Yeah,
Yes.
that's my tablet. Sorry, I'm thinking that's my phone. Yeah, that's my tablet. Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
Okay, you understand what to do, my dear?
Yes, I think so.
All right. That's awesome.
All right.
Rayshawn. Is Rayshawn here? I don't know. I know Rayshawn is.
I'm here, but I'm at work. I'll have to screenshot you my answers later.
Yeah, that's fine. I figured. Okay, well, that's
Yeah,
right.
but I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, okay, no problem. Remember tomorrow, right? Tomorrow morning.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, awesome. Okay, Rashad, where's Rashad? Rashad, where's Rashad? Rashad, is Rashad there?
Hello.
Yes, Rashad. What number you on, Rashad?
Why?
Number 5. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay. Thank you, Sian. Thank you, Miss Seymour. Y'all send y'all very early. And
Mr.
y'all did.
Petit is pronounced Ciano.
All right, Miss Marshall. Let me just call you Miss Marshall to save myself the scolding. Yes, Miss Marshall. Thank you for sending your work. I'll see if they're right. We'll see if they're right. We hope they're right. Ramon Rami. Ramon Rami. Where's Ramon?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay, you're doing the bonus. Awesome. Anna K. I hope that's I hope that's how you pronounce it. What number you
Yes,
on?
sir. I got number 4.
Number 4. Okay, awesome. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
Mr. Petit, I have a question. Sorry.
Go ahead. That's fine.
Do we send our answers now, Naya and I, since we're done?
Yeah. You mean in the chat, right? Yeah, sure. Don't forget tomorrow morning, okay? I know that was a mix up with timing. Please forgive me for that, but tomorrow morning for sure. All right. All right, Miss Marshall.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Don't forget tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
LeVare Brown. There's LeVare Brown. LeVar. Okay. LeVar Brown. Okay, thank you for that correction. What number you on, sir?
Number 5.
Number 5. You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome. Remember to send me a picture of your work once you finish.
Aye.
And make sure I put your name when you're sending me the work.
Aye.
It's not I. There's no I in it. It's either yes sir or no sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
I send mine to you. What's up?
Okay. That's Miss Higgs. Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Lanaya.
Here, presents.
The one and only. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful.
You
Excellent.
don't have work, so now you all energetic and all that. You have bonus questions now. Okay.
You know, right? You understand what to do?
Yes.
Okay. What number you on?
Yes, sure.
What number are you on?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4. Okay, good.
Yes.
Thank you, Miss Marshall in the background for always being there. You live with me for me. Kamaya Ferguson.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay, good. And okay, and then we have Kenyon. Where's Kenyon? I haven't heard from Kenyon all class. Kenyon, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What number you on, Kenyon?
5.
5. And you understand what to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Okay. Martinique Wims. Where's Martinique Wims?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Okay, awesome. Can you help me with number 1?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. What are we gonna do for number 1? The first thing.
distribute the 15
Mhm.
to the terms inside the parentheses.
Awesome.
15
That's
times 1
uh-huh.
equals 15.
Uh-huh.
1 times 3 equals 3.
Uh-huh.
15 divided by 3 is 5
Awesome.
equals
Uh-huh.
5 minus 15. Oh, my bad. 5. Keep the minus sign that was given.
Uh-huh.
15 times, 15x.
15x. Very good. Did anyone else get 15x for the first one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Awesome. If you got that,
Yes,
please
sir.
put if you got that, please put a tick onto it. That means you're on the right path. All right.
Yes, I got that.
Awesome. That's good, but tell y'all math is easy.
Yay, I get that.
Math is easy, don't make it hard. All right. Erica, I want you to help me with number 2.
And I say you don't call my name.
All right, Samsung
Okay.
SM800.
Okay. What we did here was 18 over 1
Uh-huh.
times 1 over 3.
Yes.
Oh shit. I mean, oops.
Please,
Sorry.
please.
Sorry. Ooh, sorry. Times 1 over 3. So that equals the 18 over 3. So we divided that.
Uh-huh.
18 divided into 3 is 6.
That's correct. Oh.
So it'll be 6
Mm-hmm.
minus 18
Mm-hmm.
x.
That's correct. Wonderful.
Yay.
Like, that's very good. Like, if you really look at it, all we're doing is dividing whatever number that we have at the front by 3. If you look at it, that's basically what's happening. You know.
Okay.
Aaron, where's Aaron? I think Aaron said he didn't understand. That's Aaron. Aaron, are you there? Okay. Is there something that you don't understand? Okay. So let's do this one together.
Oh, look up no video. You like to cheat too much, man.
Mr.
Okay.
Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
could you explain number 1 again for me?
Sure, no problem. Basically, like I told Erica, just
Okay,
divide.
is it division? The sign is division
Uh-huh.
or multiply?
Like it's the same thing because look, show off for the examples I gave you, I multiplied the 15 by the 1 over 3. But if you look at it, right, all you're doing is taking this number and dividing it by 3. If you really look at it.
Okay,
That's all.
15 times 3.
No, 15 divided by 3. That's all you're doing. And then
Okay.
18 divided by 3. And then 21 divided by 3. So you're just basically taking this number out front and dividing it by 3. That's basically what's happening. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Okay. So Erwin, where's Erwin? You see it, right?
Yes, sir.
So what is 21? What is 20?
I get 7.
Yes, very good. That's 7. 7 what? Minus what? So where you do this one? 7 minus what? We remember whatever number out front we keep. Okay. So 7 minus what? It'll be
3.
No. 21. We distribute it to the x. That's gonna be what?
7, 21.
21. Very good.
21.
21 what?
X.
21x. Very good. 21x. You see that, Erwin?
Oh, you go over that again. I didn't guess that.
So after you already divided, right?
Yes,
then whatever this number out front is, you put it by the x. You understand that? So that's how we get the 21x for this one.
Okay, let me do it now.
Okay, you see that, Erwin? Where's Erwin? Erwin, you see it? Where's it? Okay. Can't have from Erwin. I think his internet is freaking out. Okay, Alazia Thompson. not Thompson, Thomas. Help me with number 4, please. GF for number 4. Thomas, Miss Thomas.
Yes, sir. Give me a second.
Okay.
Hi, excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
You still want us to send them inside the group?
That's correct. So like I said, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and also write your answers inside the chat for me as well.
Okay, I already sent the picture to you. So
Okay. Just type it in the chat. Yeah, please.
Mr. Petite.
Go ahead.
I just won't finish. Just give me a chance to finish and I will send it. It's
Awesome.
Lopez.
That's fine. No problem, Ms. Lopez. Okay. So, I want Christian Sanders. Well, Christian Sanders, are you there?
Oh, you say Sanders.
Sanders, yeah, Sanders. Christian Sanders.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Deandra, can you help me with number 4, please?
Okay, number 4, we have the 24 over 1 times 1 over 3.
Yeah.
It would be 24 over 3.
That's correct.
Which would give us 8. 8 subtract 24x.
That's correct. Very good. Anyone else got 8 minus 24x?
Yes, sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir.
Good. Awesome. Okay, good. Dejan Pinder.
I don't know if y'all can hear me. I'm
10 minus 3.
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out where I get 2 from.
Just marking my week.
All right, so what do you say,
You
Ebony?
don't see me have. You
I
didn't
say
see
I
me
gotta
have
get me
2.
one red pen so I can feel like a teacher marking my work for real.
That'll be great. Once it right. Okay, so Ebony, since you start talking, might as well I want you to do number 6 for me,
man.
Ebony. I think Dejan was doing number 5. Go ahead, Dejan. Deshaun?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do number 5 for me, please.
10 minus 30x.
10 minus 30x. Very good. I agree. 10 minus 30x. Good. Very good. And Ebony, number 6.
40 plus 88.
40? 40. Why you say 40? Remember we do 8.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
sorry. Ooh, I said I did. I thought I saw 80. My bad.
Oh, okay.
That's what happened.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's do it again.
Okay, so that'll be. What the hell I got it? 4 plus 8a.
That's correct. Because basically 8 divided by 2 is 4. Right? And then when we multiply 8 by a, it's going to be plus 8a. Very good.
Okay, I was a little confused with 6 and 7, so I didn't get to do that.
Oh,
okay.
Say that again.
I didn't catch.
So basically, you divide 8 by 2. That's how you get the 4. Right? Make sense? Right? Right, Miss Erica?
I think so.
So half of 8 is 4.
Yeah, we know that.
And then you keep the sign. The sign don't change. You don't bother with the sign. And then 8 times A is the same thing with X. Like 30
Okay,
times
all
X
right.
is just 30X. So 8 times A is just 8.
Okay, instead of putting the minus, you're putting the plus now.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
basically what you're doing. You
That's
just switching
basically,
around up. Okay.
that's all. Yeah,
All right.
that's all.
All right then. Cool. Cool.
Cool. I don't think Alicia Brown.
Yes, I stopped at number 6. I didn't go on to
Oh, you
number.
didn't. Okay. And Dante, where's Dante? Dante, are you here? I don't know if you're able to speak. Dante.
I can do number 7.
Okay, Rashad. I haven't heard from Dante yet, so go ahead, Rashad. You could do it. What you get?
The answer for number 7 is 2 plus 10Z.
That's absolutely correct. 2 plus 10Z. How? Because we do 10 times a fifth, which is basically 10 divided by 5, which is 2. And then 10 times Z, which is going to be what? 10Z. Okay. Now there's a hand raise feature in this zone thing. So if you got all 5, the first 5 correct, raise your hand in the group chat. If you got the first 5 right. Oh boy, I am making a boo-boo. You got the first 5 right. Right. Wow. Sheesh. That's a lot of you. This is a lot. Okay. First 5. All right, excellent. If you got all 7 right, raise your hand. If you got all 7. That's
They don't
excellent.
want to raise your hand. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
There is a that you could just scroll on your name and you should be able to say, I think.
Oh, I see
Your
it.
You see it?
computer,
Yeah. Someone is explaining for that. Go ahead.
if you're on computer, you click more and then go into reactions.
Okay, thank you so much for being so helpful. Excellent. Y'all can lower your hand now because then when I ask the next question, it'll be good. Okay, good. Excellent. So that is how we do that particular type of question. Okay. Nothing deep, just
I do it and still.
all right. So moving right along.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question.
Go ahead.
What will happen if there's another number other than 1 on top?
I am trying to identify who's speaking.
Teomenes.
Teomenes. Okay, good. If there's another number, you're putting us into deep territory. If there's another number, I'm just going to do this example for you, but it's not what we're doing today. But since you asked the question, if there's another number on top besides 1, so say for example, we have like 9 over bracket 1 over 3. No, it can't be 1. So you say you want a different number. So let's say 5. Yeah, 5 will work. 5 will be perfect. Let's say 5. 5, 3 minus, let's say x, right? So what you would do in this case is you would say 9 times 5 over 3. So it's going to be 9 times 5, which is what? What is 9 times 5, class? 45.
45.
45. 45 over 3 minus 9x. And then you would simplify 45 and 3. And what is 45 divided by 3? It's going to be what?
This is 15.
15. Yeah, 15 minus 9x. Again, this is not official. This is just for someone who asks a question. But this is how you would do that type of question. Make sense?
Wow. We need to get into this a little more when you finish time.
I have a next question.
What's the other question?
Now, right, if there's a number in front of the x or other variables, you would multiply the 9 by whatever that number is, right?
That's correct. So if it was 2, it's going to be 9 times 2, which is 18. Okay. But how do you eat an elephant? right? Anyone know how you eat elephant?
Piece by piece.
One bite at a time. Very good. So we can't do all this today. I ain't stress you all out. The only thing you need to do how to do today is how to do what I thought, what I said at the beginning. This. If you know how to do this,
Question.
mission accomplished. Yes, Jeremy. I think that's Person, you can speak. Go ahead.
The numbers is at the back of the presentation. It will be used for 3 numbers.
Say it again.
The numbers behind the parentheses.
Yes.
Can it be more than 2 numbers or just 1?
No, it only could be one number at a time. Yeah. Yeah. Please remember if you're not speaking, please mute your mic. It's distracting. There are other people in the background. Make sure if you're not speaking, mute your mic.
Excuse me, just a random question.
Go ahead.
What subject we have tomorrow?
This is what? Gray? The person who coming tomorrow at 9?
Pardon?
You mean tomorrow evening? That's what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
Oh, health
Yes,
in
sir.
general. You have
Yes, sir.
math, health in general. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on.
Mr. Pend, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Do you have to pay for the health, biology, and general science?
There's no biology.
Their pocket?
Right? There's no you can message me that question. There's no biology. We don't do biology. Okay. So this is the next one. Let's do something else. So example number 1. This is going to be example number 1 for this type of question. And let me move down. So this one is, I guess we're into algebra today. Quite sort of cool. All right. So for this one is you have to be very careful with these ones. So the idea here is that we have 19 minus 8n minus 5n plus m. So the idea here is that you want to gather all of the like terms together. The ones that are like, you keep. The ones that are unlike, you cannot bring together. Okay. So we have 2 variables. What are the 2 variables that we have? What are the 2 letters that we have?
M and
M. Very good. M and N. Okay, good. So for this one, how are we gonna do it?
You would move the M closer to the M19.
Very good. Very good. So we're gonna circle, first of all, we're gonna circle the like ones. So M, 19M and M by itself. It's very important that you circle the whole thing, including the sign in front, because it moves with the sign. All right. That's very important. So now that we have the 19M and the M by itself, by the way, this is 1M. This is 1M. For those who don't know, this is 1M. Okay. All right. So we bring them together. And so now we have what? 19 what? M
20.
M plus M.
Plus
19M plus
what?
1M.
Plus 1M. Very good. Excellent. And so that would mean 19M plus 1M. So we combine them together. Right? Now, what else could we combine?
19 plus 1 is 20M.
That's correct. But we ain't going to that step yet. Now, what's the next step? The next step, sorry, what's the next letter we see?
The next step is you bring down the 8N and the 5N.
Okay. So we have this. Notice I'm taking the whole thing, the negative 8n. Okay. I'm taking the whole thing, negative 8n. Along with what? Along with the
5n.
Negative 5n.
The whole thing. The whole negative 5n. So I'm taking them, bringing them all the way together. Let me make it look proper. So we have to bring them together as well, because you cannot add or subtract unlike terms. It's impossible. Just can't do it. So they have to be like, so it's gonna be 8n minus what? 5n. Now we're ready to do the computations. So question, what is 19m plus 1m?
20M.
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 Very good. Very good. That's going to be 20m. Excellent. And then what is, now, this is a very important question. I'll see, I'm sure I get this right. If I owe someone $8 and I owe a next person $5, how much do I owe altogether?
-13.
$13. -13.
13.
I owe 13. Right.
Take
Good.
away minus 13.
So it's going to be what? Negative what?
8.
Negative 13.
Negative 13.
Mhm.
Negative 13. And let me say that again, because I know some people be like, Mr. Petit, how you get 13? Let me say it again. If I owe someone $8 and I owe a next, because the negative means that I owe. So if I owe someone $8 and I owe a next person $5, how much do I owe altogether? Well, I owe 13.
-13.
13, negative
Right.
13.
That's correct. So the answer is 20m minus 13n. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
All right. You did 19m plus 1m,
That's correct.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
We did negative n minus negative 5,
That's correct.
right? Okay, 19m plus 1 give up 19m plus 1m give us 20m,
Yes.
right? So we bring down the 8 and the 5 negative.
Yes.
8 and 5 is 13.
Yes.
And that would give us the 13m.
That's correct.
13n, actually.
Yeah, 13n. Yeah, yeah. No doubt. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay,
Good.
all right. This Lopez, are you trying to?
Yeah, I get this thing from the voice. I know. That's no problem. And some people needed to be heard slower than that, because I know sometimes
I'm still trying. I am still trying.
All of us, every last one of us in this group, still trying. Still trying to get it.
Okay.
All right. And you'll be surprised. You ask some questions that people are afraid to ask. And they'll be like, man, I'm glad that woman asked that question, because I didn't get it the
You're
first
right.
time.
You're right. So guess what? Give us another one. Give us another one. Let's get on the road.
10 times.
Yeah.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
because I need to know this thing. I don't hate this, but hey,
I get
it's easy. It's very easy now that he's doing it. It's easy.
Okay, so let's do another one together. Okay. So this is example number 1. Please write this down.
Example number 2 or 1?
This example number 1. This example number 1 right now.
Okay.
And then we're gonna move on to example number 2.
Yeah. Petite, sorry.
Go ahead.
My internet went out when we was doing the first simplify. My internet went out, so I didn't get to see what number 7 was.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to what you're saying.
Please, just so I could see if I had the answer right.
Okay, let me go back for you. Yeah, this is the answer. It was 2 plus 10z.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we know. We know.
Okay, thank you.
We know you got that right. We know. We believe in you. All right. So let's do another example of this one. Now, what if I change the letters? What if I put A and B? Right? What if I put X and Y?
It'll be the same thing.
Still would be the same thing.
It'll be the same thing.
Still be the same thing. It doesn't matter if I change the letters or not. Okay. So don't let them confuse with the letters. They're just still variables and they mean the same thing. Okay. So let's do.
A quick question. How if on this you put the 2 M's together and the 2 N's together. So if they change the letters at the back of the numbers and they have A and B and C and D, how are we
No. They are always gonna make it such that 2 are the same.
Okay,
So
all
so
right
if they you understand what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, like that. All right.
Yeah,
then. Thank you.
we ain't that cruel. We're not cruel people, you know.
All right.
We're not cruel people. All right. So let's go. This is example number 2.
You say example number 1?
No, this is example number 1. Now we want example number 2.
Okay, all right. We can moving on to example number 2. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so let's move on. So we have okay,
One
so
thing I can tell you, you're giving me hope. I can go work in my workbook now and do things
That's
on my
right.
own. I'll tell you that.
that's what we have for to give confidence. Right, Lanaya?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's do 17 minus 9 minus 3 plus m. Okay. So that's so I need a volunteer who's gonna help me with this. What's the first thing we're gonna do?
Okay, the minus is what? Good.
What's the first thing we're gonna do? The first thing. Before I talk about any minus, the first thing we're gonna do.
You group the 17M and the 1M.
That's correct. So we group them. So we put the 17M and also the M right now. The 1M. Now they don't have the 1, but when they don't have the number in front, you know it's what? You know it's 1. Okay, so the number is 1. Okay. All right, so now we group them together. So it's gonna be what? The 17 and the 1M. So let's group them. Notice that I circled also the sign. So it comes along with the sign, all right? So it's gonna be 17. So it's gonna be 17M.
I can't do it funny.
Yes, you can. Help me with the next part.
Okay, it's going to be 17M plus 1M. Right?
That's
Well,
correct.
we say what it equals to now. That equals to 18M. No, don't say that. Okay.
No, not yet.
So
we need to do something else.
Then we're going to put the minus 9M. N. Then minus 3N. And we're going to, like you say, let's say I owe somebody $9 and I owe another person 3. So all together we in the negative. So it'll be negative 12N.
Okay, all right. That's correct.
Okay. So we're going, the answer is 18M minus 12N.
Okay.
Correct?
18N minus 12N?
Yeah, or I wrong.
9N.
No.
9N.
No, it can't be 9. You're right. You're right.
All right?
Eric, yeah, you're right.
Oh, look at God. Thank you.
All right, what do we do? 17 plus 1M is going to be what?
18M.
18M. So we combine them two together. And then, like you said, we owe $9 and we owe $3. So how much we owe in total?
12.
We owe
12.
We owe 12. Yeah, we owe 12. So it's going to be negative 12 N. Okay, and so there we go. And so the answer is 18M minus 12. And can we go further? Like, can we subtract these?
No, sir.
No, we cannot. No, we cannot. We cannot subtract them. Why? Because they are not what?
They're not the same number.
Then,
One is
very
N
good.
and one is M.
Very good. They're not like terms. You cannot add or subtract these two terms. Okay. All right. I think we're ready for exercises.
So
you cannot add or subtract unlike terms? That's what you
No,
said?
you can. Yes, you cannot add or subtract unlike terms. You cannot. You only could add or subtract like terms. Yeah, you should make a note of that somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. Okay, good stuff. All right, so let's go. So I'm going to give you a few moments to do this, and then we're going to do our last exercise. And then on the same one, and I'm going to give bonus. Nice, good bonus.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
there's someone's camera's on, but I can't pronounce their name.
Okay. Someone's camera's on. Remember, you don't have to put your turn the camera on. I guess they want you to see their beautiful countenance, but you don't have to turn the camera on. Podcast mode.
Oh,
Mr. Petit, their mic is open too.
That mic is open. Okay. Oh, I looking for them right now. All right, so let's begin. Oh, this is that is. I just saw it, that's okay. Stop video. All right, that should be good now. All right, so let's move on to these exercises. I want you all to do the same thing. Like I said, send me a picture of what you do. Take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. And also, once you're done with that, I want you to put your answers inside the chat as well. Okay, so graded exercises. This is grade exercise number 2.
Mr. Petit, excuse me, I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have space in your storage to view all these photos?
Oh yeah, man. It's I don't know. It's something about them. It's just every time school end, I just delete them. But I have storage. I made sure I have storage. So I have storage for everything.
Excuse me, Mr.
Go ahead.
Are you grading this? I see graded.
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
we're gonna mark them. So instructions. Simplify the following. We call this an algebraic expression. That's what we call it. Okay. Simplify the following algebraic expression. Okay. Doesn't matter if I change the letters.
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right, just making sure. Sister, Mr. Petit, you never taught us that. You never taught us that. I'd say no, the devil is a liar. I did. All right. So that's easy. Plus A. What if we say 31? Go
A
ahead.
is 1 also, right?
Yeah, you could say 1A. Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened if I only have like English?
English is at 8 o'clock.
Oh,
English is at 8 o'clock. We start English at 8.
okay.
Yeah. 31 y minus 15 z minus 4C plus Y. Number 4. $19 M minus 21 N minus 5N plus M. Number 5. $41 X minus 25 P minus 6P plus X. And now for the bonus questions.
That's a Z1N for number 4.
Number 4. Number 4 is M and N. 19.
Wait, say 19M dot
minus 1
minus.
Minus 21 N.
Oh,
minus,
I
yeah,
thought that was Z. Okay.
that's fine. Let's just correct this. Okay. Who is Webb's?
Boy. The 2, 11.
Make sure mute your mic if you're not asking a question. All right, number 6. $81Q minus 31H plus 3Q plus 2 plus 25H. WBSQ. Okay, it's one of y'all. All right, I just want to give you one. I don't want to make it 2. Number 6 is enough in itself. I'm not gonna add another one. Just that one for the bonus. All right, thank you, Erica, for sending it already. But do numbers, not Erica, I'm sorry, Miss Thomas. Thank you, Miss Thomas, for sending your work already. Do number 6 though. Miss Wims, What number you on?
Miss Williams, 2.5.
Say 2.5. Okay. Aaliyah Williams. What number are you on?
Number 3.
Number 3. Very good. Thank you, Miss Marshall. For sending your work. Alicia Brown. What number you on, Alicia?
Hey, you want me to send it in a chat or send it to you?
No, just what you mean? You finished?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, send it to me via WhatsApp and then put your answers inside the chat for me.
Okay.
Okay. And Kristen Sanders. What number you on, Kristen?
Number 3.
You understand what to do?
Yes.
Okay, good. Javen Moss, you could do number 1. That's fine.
Okay.
Sierra Reckley. Sierra Reckley. What number you on? Sierra Reckley, are you there? Where is she? Reckley. I can't have from Reckley. That's not good. Please do not start this early in the semester not answering me, man. Dijon Pinder. Are you there? Dijon Pinder? I can't have from Dijon and I can't have from Miss Reckley. Okay. Hello, Dante. Dante, are you there? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Hello, Miss Monique. I can't have from Sierra Reckley. Is she there?
Yeah, she's in class.
Yeah, but she's not responding to me. I don't know why. Can you let her know that I'm trying to get her attention, please? Yes, ma'am. Thank you too. Dijon Pinder, are you there? That's Dijon. Okay. Dante, what number you on, Dante?
I'm doing my own slowly, so I'm number 2.
Okay. But you understand what to do though?
Slowly, yes, sir.
Slowly, okay, no problem. Let me know if there's anything that you don't get.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach out to Dijon Pinder. I'm not here. Okay, okay. All right, when it's like that, just tell him to indicate in the chat that he have to leave. So I wouldn't call him in vain, you know. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you too. Ebony, what number you on? Oh, you sent your work, okay?
I saw about 5. I really getting 6.
Yeah, 6 is interesting.
I did do it, but I don't think I get it right. So I
You
didn't
don't think
send
it's
it.
right?
Mr.
Send it.
Petty.
Let me see. Go ahead. Someone's asking. Someone is calling me.
Number 6, I'm not sure if I got number 6 correctly.
Yeah, that's fine. We can do it and we can do it together to see. Number 6 is bonus. All right. Okay. You think you get number 6?
I ain't too sure, but I still do it.
All right. I see it. We'll see. And Erwin, what number you want, Erwin?
I still on number 1. So I get number 1, but I get the second part.
You finished number 1 or you in number 2 now? Which one?
I still know number 1 because I still trying to figure out the 2 and plus.
Okay, just basically add the 2 numbers. So 11 and 2 is what?
I think I get number 6.
Okay.
13.
Very good. 13. Where's Erwin? Erwin. Yes,
So 13 is off for that.
13, yeah. So it's gonna be negative 13n. See that? You understand, Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so add them, but keep the negative sign.
You said keep the negative sign? What you
Yeah.
mean?
Add, so instead of just putting 13n, you have to put negative 13n. See what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's what I mean by keep the negative sign. So add them, but keep the negative sign. Isaac rule. Where's Isaac rule? What number you on, Isaac?
6.
6. Okay. You're talking number 6 also.
Miss Petit,
Yes, go ahead.
can I do number 6?
Who's that speaking?
Anaya.
All right. Sure.
I have a question.
Just don't embarrass yourself.
I know. But
All right.
it looked easy-ish.
Okay. All right then. Says the pro. Go ahead, Jevin.
When you get the answer, do you take it away
What you mean for number 6?
for on the example number 1B, you put 20M, take away 30N, you take away again or no?
No, you just leave it. You don't take away again. Just leave it.
Thank you.
Yeah, because they're unlike terms. You can't do nothing with them. I only received work from a few of you all. I need the rest of you to please send in your work. Only people like I got Ebony, Erica. The rest of you I still need your work. Sian. Got from Naya Seymour.
I send mine as well.
That's Erica.
That's Deandra.
Deandra, you sent yours? Yes, I got Deandra. Yes, that's correct.
The GS is I don't know why it's coming up as GS, but that's me.
Okay. And okay. Jemiah Davis.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I finished.
Finish.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
the first exercise I sent you to WhatsApp, but this I'm doing the second one. I'm not finished yet.
You're doing number 6, the bonus?
No.
Oh.
I doing the second exercise, the great the exercise. I soon finish.
Okay, sure enough, no problem.
25A.
Okay, and okay, so people still need more time. Kai, what number you on?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
No.
Number what?
6.
6, okay. Kenyan, what number you on, Kenyan?
You finished it.
You finished? You sent in your work already, Kenyan?
That's why I sent it to you.
Okay, good. All right, all right. Person sending their work, but they haven't put it inside the chat. Make sure I send your work in, but also put your answers inside the chat as well. Let me repeat myself. Not only send your work to me via WhatsApp, but also put your answers inside the chat, please. Lanaya, she should be working on number 6. Kamaya Ferguson. That's Kamaya. Kamaya Ferguson, are you there?
Right here.
What number you on?
Then number 4.
Okay, you understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. And Sarence, what number you on?
I finished.
Okay. Shoshone, what number you on?
I'm on number 4.
Number 4, okay. And Taya Menace, what number you on?
Mr. Petty.
I'm done. I'm sending it into the chat.
Okay, good.
Mr.
Rashad,
Petty.
you call my name? Go ahead.
What's up?
Mr. Petit.
Question.
Go ahead, Rashad.
81Q plus 3Q gives you 84Q, and then the 31H.
I don't know. We'll see when we get to the question. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to do them stuff. We'll see when we get to the question.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm getting confused with number 2.
Go ahead.
Number 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting confused with number 2, 25A.
Yeah. So
I want to know if I still add 25A, then plus 1A.
That's correct. Yes. And I'll give you 26.
25A plus 1A.
Yeah.
That's 26A.
Yes.
So then I putting that down on the side, down, right?
Yeah. That's correct. And then you do the same thing for B. So negative B minus 3B.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Someone asked me to do number 1. I think that was Jevin. You can do number 1. Go ahead, Jevin.
I want to do number 6, please.
Someone already asked for number 6.
24M, and you circle the plus M. Then you bring it down. 24M plus 1M. Then you circle the negative 11N. Circle it, and negative 2N, you circle that, bring it down. Then equal to you add it 25 take away 12.
25 take away
25A plus
25M. Take away what?
A
Take away what?
equals 25.
13.
13 what? 13 what? 13N. Very good. If you got this, please put a tip. All right. I want Naya Seymour. Naya Seymour. Help me with number 2, please.
Okay. So you group the terms. So 25A plus A minus 14B minus 3B. Then that 25A plus A is 26A minus 14B minus 3B is negative 14B minus 3B is negative 17B.
That's correct. Negative 17B. How you feel about your bonus, Naya?
I think I did it.
All right. How confident? Percentage-wise?
Oh.
Someone
like 95% confident.
Okay. I'll take that. All right, no problem. All right, no problem. Okay, so number 3. Any volunteers for number 3? You know what? Where's Maya Ferguson? Maya Ferguson, where is she?
Thank you.
You scared dance? Any questions in this class?
Yeah, I don't want to talk.
You don't want to talk? I want you to do number 4. Someone asked to do number 3, but I want you to do number 4, Kamaya. All right? We want to hear your voice. Yeah, no problem. So who wanted to do number 3 again? I wanted to do number 3.
That's me. I'm
Deandra.
Deandra.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so 31Y plus the 1Y is close to the 32Y. Then you have the negative 15Z. Take away the 4Z would give me negative 19Z.
That's correct.
So therefore it would be 32Y minus the 19Z.
I have a question for you, Deandra.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Why we stay here? Why do we subtract 32y minus 19z?
Why do we?
Why don't we subtract 32y minus 19z? Why we just leave it like that?
I guess because we already calculated from the y and the z is being bracketed off.
Because they are the ones that are like terms. Like
yeah.
Yeah. The y and the z, they ain't like no like terms. So they're not, we can't do nothing with them. Okay.
No.
Thank you. Very good. Deandra. Now, Kamaya Ferguson,
Yes, sir.
number 4.
Okay, do I have to like stay step by step or just say the answer?
What's your answer? I just want to
20m minus 17n
20m.
minus 17n.
How you get 17?
I don't know.
21, negative 21, and 5. So you owe 21 and you owe $5. So how much you owe altogether? How much you?
I just. Oh, I thought it was a 12.
No, that's a 21. Sorry.
Oh.
So do it again. 21 minus 5n.
26?
That's correct. 26. 26n. Good. It's going to be minus 26.
God.
And all right, good. All right. Who wants to do number 5? Anyone that's for number 5?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, Miss Bims. How are we gonna do number 5?
Okay. Add some of the elements. Negative 25p minus 6p equals 31. Equals negative 31p. Group like terms equals 41x plus 1x minus 31p. Add some of the elements again. 41x plus x equals 42x. Hence equals 42x minus 31p.
That's correct. 42x minus 31p. All right, we can do what we did the last time. If you got all 5 right, please raise your hand. Let me know. It's the people who got all. Yes, ma'am.
Number 3, that's a YZ or 4Z?
Number 3? That's
yes.
4Z. That's a good question. That's a 4Z. All right. All right. All you all got all them right. Oh my goodness, that's a lot. Good stuff.
I still struggling.
So someone's saying they.
I'm still struggling.
But did you get the ones that you do right? Like the ones that you've done? Did you get them right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's what matters. All right. Next up.
Okay, number 4, sorry.
Yeah.
Number 4, that's 21n or that's.
Yeah, that's 21n.
Okay.
Yeah, 21n. Why am I handwriting these days? All right, 21n. They say doctor handwriting, eh? Okay, so.
Before you move, could you go over number 6, please? Because I haven't got number.
Yeah, we haven't reached number 6 yet. We ain't gonna skip number 6 now. We are not gonna skip number 6. So
why are you rushing to get to number 6? So
Cause you doing it, Lanaya. Cause you doing it. All right, so let's do it. Let's do number 6. All right, so number 6. So let's do it. Go ahead, Lanaya, help us out. Someone mic is on. I And that's like a wind background or something. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, so good. So let's do number 6. Lanaya, take it away.
Right. Okay. Okay. Haven't done this in a while. See, my explaining skills are still up to par. So what I did was, right, I basically did the same thing, combining the like terms. So 81Q plus 3Q, right? And then that gives us 84Q. And then you combine the like terms, negative 31H and where is it? And positive 25H, right? And using what you taught me, Mr. Petit, right? I use my circles. So
Okay.
yes. So if I have 31 circles and I want to add 25 circles to the 31 circles, 25 circles cancels out 25 of the 31 circles. Therefore, I'm left with 6 circles.
That's correct.
Right. And so the answer I got is 48Q minus 6H.
48? Where you get the 48 from?
I mean 84.
Oh,
That's all
okay.
right. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
No worry. Yeah,
That's all right.
let's pretend like that didn't happen.
Yeah, I got it.
Got it?
Just edit it out. Just
Edit it out. Edit it out. I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyone else got it? 84Q.
I did. I did.
Who's the I
84
did? Okay. All right. All right. Where's Naya Seymour? Was your prediction right?
Yes, I got it.
All right, awesome. Okay. So it's gonna be negative 6H. Now some people may be wondering, Mr. Petit, how we get that? I don't know how we get that. Okay, so the idea here is that someone mic is on, Dante. Kiara. All right, so the idea here is that like say for example, you owe someone, if you owe someone $31, but you have $25. So you owe them $31. So obviously you're gonna pay them back what you owe them. So pay them back the $25 that you owe them. And then once you pay them back the $25, you still owe them $6. That's why it's still negative 6H. Okay. And so I want you all to send all your notes. Send all your notes to me, please. That's from the beginning. That's from when we start off with the number of hours work and all of that. Send all that for me,
That
please.
last one, I didn't know what the heck going on with that number 6.
That's fine. Probably not yet. Probably not ready for that yet. That's okay. That's why it's a bonus.
Okay, so we can be going over this again, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I have to write them, jot them down in my
I
book.
get an instant headache.
Yes, Deandra.
I do everything on a scrap paper, all
Yeah.
of the answer question, but I have to transfer it to my book because I'm at work.
Okay, sure, no problem.
I'm getting off right now, so I'll just jot everything down and then send it to you one time.
Please, no problem. That's fine. All right. Please send all of your work in for maths. That's beginning with the what we did this for at begin. We start off with these hourly rate and number of hours work and stuff like that. I want to see starting from the beginning all your maths notes. I need to see it, please.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I have a question. Okay, so since you are doing our notes now, will we still need to present them to you in person?
That's correct. I want to see them. Yeah, because some people just have them, put them on scrap paper, and then or put them in different books, and don't have them in one book. I need to see that you have them in one book, not in 5 different books or 10 different folder sheets. And then when time for you to have it, and when it's time for you to have it for your exam, you don't know. Okay. Someone's asking a question.
Yes.
Mhm.
For number 6,
Mhm.
I got confused with the negative positive.
Mhm. That's the
And
uh-huh.
yeah, so when the negative 31H plus 25H,
Mhm.
I actually followed the negative rule instead of
Ah,
the negative positive rule, which I
ah,
realized that's why I
yeah.
got a different answer.
Ah, okay, I see. Just be
But does
careful
it
with
make
that.
so
Go
I
ahead.
read some does it make sense now? Because 31H is greater than 25H,
Yes.
we
Yeah,
going with the negative for the 31H.
that's correct. You take the sign of the bigger number. Uh-huh.
Okay, I just wanted to understand and clarify that because I read that somewhere.
Yeah, they that's how some people explain it. They say take the sign of the bigger number.
Okay.
The
So
way I
sometimes I
remember,
don't understand things the way other people just do it.
that's fine. That's no problem. You know, like my teacher say, there's different ways to skin a cat. So you could do things different ways and still get the same result. I just like to think about it and have it out. That's what helps me the most. I don't know
Okay.
what helps you the most, but I just think about it as, okay, I owe someone $31.
Okay.
I pay them back. I still owe them. So that's where the negatives come in. I still owe them $6. And so that helps in every situation possible. So that have an old principle. But what they typically say is they would say subtract and take the sign of the bigger number. That's what
Okay.
they would say. Yeah.
So
Um,
what is the rule? What is the rule?
that's the
Negative
rule.
and negative is equals to negative and
Pause.
negative is positive.
No. Be careful.
Sorry.
That is when you are multiplying. So when you are
Okay.
multiplying or dividing, you could use that rule. Negative and negative is a positive. Negative and a positive is a negative. That's only when you're multiplying. Here, we are not dealing with multiplication. We're just dealing with we call it directed numbers. So we're just following the rules of the sign. We're not following that table or that rule less squared, say negative and a negative is positive and stuff like that. That's only when you're multiplying or dividing. That's only when you follow them rules. But for this one, you either use have and o, or you use the idea of subtract and take the bigger number, the sign of the bigger number. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Sure, no problem. This will come up again and again in this class, again and again. So you'll have the multiple opportunities to see it again. But that's where a lot of persons have a lot of problems with negative and positives. All right, it's 8 o'clock. Mondays and Wednesdays, we have math from 6 to 8 and English from 8 to 9. Mondays and Wednesdays, we have math from 6 to 8 and English from 8 to 9. If you are not doing English, au revoir, see you later, take care. But if you are doing English, you have to stay back. All right. Tomorrow, Tuesday and Thursday, we have tomorrow. Sorry. Go ahead.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
You could do it when you finish. Could you put up the exercise you had first?
Which one? You mean?
The very first.
Very first.
With Miss
This one.
Tracy and 6.5 hours.
Oh, okay. This one.
Right.
This one. Okay, yeah. All right.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you are staying back, for English, please. If you're doing English, you have to stay back. If you're not doing English, au revoir. See you later. Remember, we have for BGCSE people and for BGCSE persons, we have day sessions in the morning. That is in the morning from 9 to 2 for BGCSE persons. So please do not miss that. That's the Lanayas, the Nayas Seymours, the Cians, the Baileys. Who else in there?
Mr. Petty.
That's who else? Yeah, that's my BGCSE student. I can't think of anyone else.
Mr. Petty.
Go ahead.
You staying on the same link for the English language?
Yeah, we're saying the same link. I'm gonna transition right now to English. All right, let's go. All right, good. Let's start. Let's get started.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
you said the language. This for the BGCSE?
And the BJC. I do it at the same time. for the
Okay.
language. Yeah. All right. So maybe you should do select themes, design. All right. So what we need to do today, for sure, is we need to let's first head up and then we can get up what we need to do today. So let me share my screen. All right. So the first thing, say hallelujah in this English time. But anyway, the first thing we need to do for sure is we need to go over them essays because
Excuse me.
yes, ma'am.
You said we don't need another book for this, right?
No, you don't need another book. No.
Okay, thank you.
Same book. All right. So now your essays. This is what we're going to be doing in English today. We're going to be looking at how to write these essays because I marked all of your essays. We lost one of you for the most part, except for the ones that were online. I still have to mark them. But most persons who did the aptitude test, I mark your essays. And they were not up to par at all for the most part.
Especially
yeah, they were not. Most persons got an F minus, like most. And that's not good. Who likes F minuses? Nobody, right? So I want you to know
Listen,
how.
you just said F minus?
Say it again.
You just said an F minus?
Yeah, most people got F minus. You didn't see your scores yet, Lanaya? You want me to show you?
No, but I didn't know there was like a F minus.
Yeah, you don't know the grading score. I'll show you the grading scale. Remind me before we go. I'll show you the grading scale. Yeah, you have an F minus, F, and F plus. Yeah, people are getting F minus, not even F plus, F minus.
Can you send me mine too, please?
What's the name?
Gabrielle Gray.
Grant? Gray?
Gray.
Yes,
sir.
What's your mother's name?
Cheryl. What's that?
Cheryl, what's that? Oh, I didn't mark yours yet. Yours is online, right? I didn't mark yours yet.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay, thank you.
Yeah. So I still have them mark. So let me just show you all with the one moment, please. Give me 1 second.
Excuse me, sir.
Go ahead.
I
Go ahead.
didn't take a language altitude test.
That's Taya Menace, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, some people did it, some people didn't. It depends on certain things. Some people did it, some people didn't. But either way,
Oh, okay.
yeah, either way, we still need to go over it. I really want you all to understand the structure of an essay. What is expected when you write an essay of any kind. This doesn't mean this is not only for English. This is for every piece of writing that you're gonna do. Okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, the structure of an essay.
This is the topic.
Yes. Okay. So this is very important. The most annoying thing that I saw with your work is that nobody uses paragraphs these days. I'm like, it's an essay. You have to use a paragraph. You have to organize your work in paragraphs. You can't just write one thing, like just one thing from start to finish, and you don't use paragraphs. That is not right at all. All right. And a lot of you lose a lot of marks simply because of that one thing. All right. So for writing, when writing an essay, you must arrange your work. You must. This is a must. You must arrange. Sorry. Your information in well-developed paragraphs. And notice that the word that I use, well-developed paragraphs. You think a paragraph is well-developed, it has only 3 sentences. You think a paragraph is well-developed, it only have 2 sentences. It's not well-developed. Okay, so your paragraphs have to be well-developed, and your work have to be arranged in paragraphs. You can't just write one, whole piece of information and don't section it off in paragraphs. The second thing, which is basically a subunit of the first one, is that when you are writing the paragraphs, how should you write? How should you begin? What's the first thing you must do when you begin writing a paragraph?
I indent it.
You have to indent. You have to indent. And a lot of people, they give me work, then and then, and they just start writing away. And they expect to get 70, 80, 90, right? So you have to, that's just the rules of English. Put your finger there and indent, give it a space, and then start to write, all right? So be sure to begin each paragraph with
Mr. Petit, you want me to write this down?
Yes, definitely. We're writing this down. Okay. So please write this down. Please write this down. This is very important. You're just not looking at the screen. I probably should have said that. Please write this down in your language book. So first thing, we want to arrange our information in paragraphs. The second thing we want to do is we want to indent with each paragraph. If you didn't do that, you lost points immediately, without hesitation. Immediately.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, ma'am.
You say write this in a different book?
It don't have to be in a different book. It could be in the same book. It don't have to be in a different book.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The next thing that we need to do, so after we have, after we know that we're gonna have paragraphs, we have to know the amount of paragraphs that we should have. Okay. Excuse me. What's the amount of paragraphs we should have for any essay?
3.
3? 3?
7. It's 5 to 7.
5.
3 or 5.
Wow. Wow. 3. Really? 3.
5 or 7.
At least 3 or more. I think
At least 3 or more. 3 or more, bro.
5 to 7. 5 to 7.
5 to 7?
3 to 7.
3 to 7. 11. Whoa, wow. Okay, this
11.
is I know, right?
Boy.
All right. So this is where the shoe comes right out. So your essay should have, because remember you're dealing with the word limit. Okay, your essay should have 5 F-I-V-E 5 paragraphs. Okay, now in some schools they do get away with 6. But in general, it's 5. Don't get lower than 5. Now, if you're in primary school, yeah, do your 3 paragraphs. The moment you hit grade 7,
I have a question. Sorry.
One moment, Marshall. The moment you hit grade 7 and up, 5 paragraphs. Okay, that's what you actually should have. Go ahead, Ms. Marshall.
Okay, so the school that I went to, they always told us that once you hit at least grade 10, that your essay should have at least 5 to 7 paragraphs. Will we be able to write up to 7 paragraphs, or does it have to be 5?
Okay, this is the thing. They say that's why they give you the range 5 to 7. The reason is because you remember that range 350 to 500.
Yes, sir.
So if you're writing 7 paragraphs, you more than likely writing 500 words, right? If you're writing like 350 words, more than likely you write like 5 paragraphs. I do not recommend students to write a 7-paragraph essay. I do not recommend students to write a 6-paragraph essay, because it takes away, like, your paragraphs are not going to be developed, right? So the reason why I want 5 is because I want you to have an introduction, 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. and I want each one of those body paragraphs to have meat in it. Like you ever ate a burger and you're like, my goodness, like where's the actual, what they call it, where's the meat? Like it felt like it's so small. All they give me was salad, right? That's how a lot of your essays is be. If you aim for like writing a seven body paragraph, what tends to happen is that, I'm sorry, a 7-paragraph essay, what tends to happen is that your essay, your individual paragraphs lose rigor. And I don't want that to happen. Okay. So
Pati, could you write that? Could you write that first, please?
Wow.
So we that what you say just now.
What? Yes, and I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it.
Okay, so we can remember that.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So you have to do. I would recommend 5 paragraphs. I wouldn't do more than that. In fact, yeah, I wouldn't do more than that. No. Unless you are really good at English and marking your work. I don't think there's none of you have really showed like that distinction in English. And so I wouldn't recommend that for none of you all. Now you have some people that are really gifted, like they could write a book in a blink of a second. So for them, they could do the 7 paragraph. They could do the 7 paragraph because they know how to handle it. But in general, just do 5. And 5 is a-okay. Okay. But yes, you should have 5 paragraphs. What do I mean by 5 paragraphs? Paragraph 1, the first paragraph, so paragraph 1. Paragraph 1 should be what? Their first paragraph.
Introduction.
The introduction. Introduction. Okay. That's your first paragraph. Paragraph 1 is the introduction. The second paragraph, paragraph 2, that should be what? That should be what?
First body paragraph.
First body paragraph. Yes. This is where you talk about the first point you mentioned in your introduction. And then your paragraph 3 should be what?
Second body paragraph.
Yeah, second body paragraph. And your paragraph 4.
Third body paragraph.
Third body paragraph. And what's your 5th paragraph?
Conclusion.
Your conclusion.
Your
right?
conclusion.
Yes, your conclusion. Good. Okay. So that's what we're looking at when we do that. Now, how many persons did this in their essay? What they wrote, what they gave me? You did this. Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Introduction, first body paragraph, second body paragraph, and conclusion. How many persons did that? Okay, nobody. And that's the reason why the grades was so, because that's like if y'all just do this, y'all would be surprised how different your scores would be. Language, most of it is organization. Your work have to be organized. If you just give me one big slab, it's not gonna work. And if you give me paragraphs, but you ain't finished, some people, they was on their way. They start with the introduction and they only stop at paragraph. I think they only stop at paragraph 3 or paragraph 4. You know what I mean? Like, you have to continue on. Okay. And so you don't just want to stop. You want to continue on. Okay. It's very important.
Mr. Pati.
Yes, ma'am.
I would still love for you. I mean, even though you have it as paragraph 1 and 2, could you give a straight example? I mean, like of an essay, like you write it. I mean, like write it out. Not now.
Miss Lopez. Yeah, I understand
Yes.
what you're saying. I understand. I just need you to be a little bit more patient with me because because everything you're saying, I'm about to do. Okay. So just be a little bit more patient with me. I'm not gonna have you in the air with you not knowing what to do. Okay. So just be a little patient with me. And as it unfolds, you'll see whatever you're asking. I'm gonna put it. Okay. Because I know you need the foundations, and every one of us need the foundations to know what to do. Okay. But give me a chance to actually do it. Okay. Okay, so I hope hopefully we're done with this. Hopefully we're done with this. Thing. Where's Miss Ford? Is there a Ford there? Ford. You're here, okay. Miss Ford, you know how to take a screenshot?
I do.
Okay, I want you to take a screenshot of these questions and do them for me, please. Because we finished maths, so I want you to do I still want you to do these questions, okay? So the ones that we are on. One moment, give me one moment. Let me just
give me that. Hold on, Mr. Petite. I gotta get that too.
Yeah, no problem. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Miss Ford, take a screenshot of this, please. This is what we did in maths. I want you to write it down in your book, okay, Miss Ford? And take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. So we did this, and then we did the next thing we went on to was this one. Let me know when you get the screenshot. You got it? I can't hear you. Okay, so yeah. Okay, next one, it was this. Got it? Then this. Got it? And then this. Got it? Then this. Got it? And the last thing we did was this. Got it? And
What
the
about
bonus.
graded
Don't forget.
exercise one?
Don't forget to put the bonus. Okay.
Okay, what about the graded exercise one?
That was this.
Okay, I get that.
All right, good. All right, let's go back to our essay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can you go back one slide, please?
Okay, no problem. This?
Yes, sir, that's good.
Okay, good. All right. No problem. All right, so good. So these are our five paragraphs. So this is basically the structure of your essay. So I'm gonna allow you to rewrite your essay one of these days, very soon. And so what I want you to do is when you're writing your essay, the first thing you're gonna change is how you structure it. Okay. You're gonna immediately, that's the first thing you're gonna do. Write five body paragraphs, clear introduction, a clear first body paragraph, a clear second body paragraph, a clear third body paragraph, and a clear conclusion. So let's start off with what the requirements for the introduction. Okay. So what should be in the introduction? That's the first thing. And it's where a lot of people got just didn't do well because they didn't know what to do, like how to start. You know what I mean? So what should be an introduction? Anyone know? Some of you should know.
Lead sentences. Is lead sentence.
My lead sentence. What you mean by that?
something to induce the reader's
I'm hearing it. What's the first thing? The very first thing.
The hook.
The
Sentence.
statement.
I heard it. I heard it. The first thing though, I ain't talking about. The first thing I heard it. It's the
The
what?
hook on sentence.
The hook. Very good.
definition.
The hook.
And then the background sentence.
And then background information. Good. So the hook.
And then
What is the hook? The hook is what?
Anything that can induce the readers and grabs his or her attention.
the reader's attention.
Very good. So you must begin your
Excuse me.
introduction. Yes.
Is the attention grabber somewhere in the introduction or something like a hook?
That's exactly the hook. It's attention grabber.
Okay, thank you.
You must begin your introduction with an attention grabber. This is called the hook. The purpose of the hook is to attract the reader to your essay. Okay, so you want to begin with a hook. And examples of hook can be, other examples of hook could be, so examples are, so you could begin with a what? A
Definition.
question. A question, okay? A rhetorical question.
Background information.
No, background information in there yet. That's the second part. Rhetorical questions could be used. You could use a joke. You can use a dialogue.
Thesis statement.
No, thesis statement is all the way at the bottom. We reach that yet.
You could use a quote.
You could use a quote. Very good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, can you repeat what you said?
We mean with the examples?
Yes, sir, my internet is laggy and I couldn't hear what you said.
Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as I'm writing, I'm typing. So I was saying rhetorical questions, a joke, dialogue, or you can use
Facts or statistics.
yes,
quotes.
facts or statistics. Very good. Quotes. You use quotes. You can use facts or statistics. You can use a lot of stuff. The goal here is just to be creative. That's all. Be creative. Doesn't matter what you use. You use a song, like you use anything. Parts of a song. Sorry, lyrics from a song. Like you could just, the goal is just to be creative. Okay. The goal is just to be creative. That's all. So you want to start in a creative way. You can't start boring. Okay. If you start boring, then the reader's like, I don't want to read the rest of this. Because if the beginning sound like this, golly, look how the ending will start. You ever watch a movie? You ever start watching a movie and you're like, oh my goodness, this movie is so boring at the beginning. You think you watch the rest of that movie? Nope, unless you're forced to. But you're like, wait, this movie then start off boring. I ain't watching the rest. You know what I mean? So
Mr. Petit, don't you think it can start to get interesting in the middle of the movie or TV?
yeah, that's true. It could happen. It could. You're right, it could. But a lot of people don't have time for that. They're like, listen, get to the point. You know? So especially for writing, it's like, oh my goodness, I've seen so much. The examiner probably thinking, man, I've seen this before. I've seen so much essays, that is start off bad, is never good. So you wanna make them impressed immediately. You don't want to wait. Okay.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Right, so what if you start off interesting and then if it start like getting boring in the middle?
That's the thing. That's what you see what I have here? What is this? This is what?
A hook.
The
This is
hook.
a hook, right? What do we use this for? We use this for people use this for fishing and getting fish, right? Or you use
Yeah.
it to make an anchor. So the idea is that if you bait a fish and the fish get on the hook, you could be able to what? Reel the fish in, right?
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter if you eventually get boring, nobody cares. It's just that you started in a good way. They're like, okay. And so at the end, they're like, oh my goodness, they start off so good, but they end up bad. But they had to read the whole thing because they already hooked. So you want to hook them. Now, obviously, you want your whole essay to be nice, but you want the introduction for sure to be the best. Like you don't want to hold back on the introduction. Introduction literally should be your best part. Okay, because that's the first impression. What they say about first impression? First impression is the last impression, right? So you want your introduction to be on point. All right, so next up is after the hook after we already give the hook, now we're gonna give what? Someone. What's the second part of the
The
introduction?
background information.
Very good, the background information. Okay, background information. Okay, now with the background information, the idea here is that you just want to, you don't want to go in depth. You don't want to talk, you like, for example, some of y'all was writing about depression. Okay. Some of you are writing about the license for teenage driving. So when we talk about give a little bit background information, you could talk about the fact that depression has been something that's going on, has been long time going on in teenagers. It's not the first time, right? You could talk about the fact that depression is not a good thing. Like depression is something that, persons don't, what should I say? Persons, it's not a comfortable experience, right? You could talk about the fact that depression is on the rise. You could talk about the fact that, with the rise of COVID-19, sorry, with the passing of COVID-19, that causes some stuff. So you can give some like relevant information about, you don't want to run on, you don't go too much in length. You don't want to like overdo it, but you just want to give a little synopsis about the topic a bit. Okay. So here, you must provide the reader with contextual information regarding your topic. Answer the question. Answer the question. Sorry, answer. Sorry, let me just put in this section. You can answer the question of why is your paper, your essay relevant, important to read? Like, why should we even care about this depression? Why should we even care about teenage license? Why should we even care? Why should we read your essay? So this way you give some background information about the topic. Okay. So the first thing is the hook. You grab the reader attention, right? Second is the background information. You provide the reader with context and you answer the question of like everything that someone asks, everything that someone do, they're like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, why am I doing this? So when you're a person is when you're whoever's reading your essay, you must answer the question like, why should I even care? Like that's what your background information should answer. Why should I even care about depression? Like, why is this even important?
Me.
Yes.
And number two, you have in the section where you can answer of why is you
In this
why
section,
is your essay relevant?
Thank you. In this session, you can answer the question of why is your essay relevant? Why is it important to read? Okay, so that's that. This is just the introduction. Okay, when we reach the first 40 paragraphs, second 40 paragraphs. Now, the next thing is that the third thing. What's the third thing that you want to do after you give your background information? What's the third thing that you want to do?
State your position.
State your position. State your position. Do you agree or disagree with the topic? State your position. Okay. So state your position. Now you don't have to always agree. You don't have to always disagree. Just whatever side you pick, you must be able to defend. Like nobody cares if you agree or disagree. Nobody cares. The only thing we care about is, can you back up whatever you say in a way that makes reasonable sense? So state your position here. You clearly state whether you agree or disagree to the given statement. And maybe you can state the statement in a different way. So you can say, I disagree or I agree I agree that teenagers should get their license at 16 years old. Okay. So you clearly state your position. Now in some essays, there's no agree or disagree. Like for example, the essay that I gave the Bgcse students, they couldn't agree or disagree. They just had to state factors. They just have to list factors for depression. So in that case, you can't say I agree or disagree. But you could go right to the fourth point, which is the list 3 and only 3. Please don't list more. List 3. Let me make that clear. List 3, only 3 reasons why you take your position. So this is what we call a thesis statement, right now. So this is where you give your thesis statement. So here, you give 3, you list. Let me make sure you say list. You list. So you aren't explaining. You're not explaining these reasons. You're just listing them off. Okay, so here you list 3 reasons why you take or why you uphold your position. Do not explain any details. Right?
Mr.
Yes,
Petit,
ma'am.
can you elucidate on that a bit more? When you say explain,
I
can
said,
it just
don't explain, just list.
so it could just mean just one word? That's
Not
it?
one word. No, not one word. When I say list, I mean, okay. So say, for example, you believe that teenagers should get their driver's license at 16 years old. Let's say that was one of the questions, right? So you would say, all right, I agree. So I disagree that teenagers should get their license at 16 years old. Why? Because teenagers are immature, right? They are more prone to accidents and they are easily distracted, right? So notice I didn't go in depth. I just list them. You see what I'm saying? And then when I reach inside my body paragraphs, and I could talk about, how they are immature, how they are distracted, how, they are reckless or whatever. Okay. So what I mean is you don't want to explain it. You just want to list it off. See what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
So just don't say too much.
Yeah, just don't say too much. Who's that speaking? That person sound weird. That's a weird. What's a whose voice is that? As though it was a male voice.
That's Michael.
That's Micah. He sounds so what do I mean? You sleeping on the
Mr.
pillow?
Petit, no sir. My mic is make me sound weird.
You ain't just sound weird. You sound scary. You ain't sound
Go
weird.
ahead.
You sound scary. You ain't sound.
Yeah, please turn it on because I'm in the room in the dark.
You ain't sound weird.
She sound like a movie little bit.
You ain't sound weird.
Sound like a killer girl.
I mean, he sound. Yeah, you need to make an adjustment to that. You really do. Or just type. I think it's just a type. Because man, you have you have a heart pounding at this point. You're like, who in this class? All right. But thank you for contributing, Micah. Always welcome for your contributions. Here you list 3 reasons why you uphold your position. Do not explain any details. Leave all of the explanations. Where you gonna explain everything? For your what?
In the body paragraphs.
In your body paragraphs, right? That's when you explain, you go all out, you give examples, you give illustrations, you give statistics, you give everything, you go all out. You don't do it in the introduction. So here you list 3 reasons why you uphold your position. Do not explain any details. Leave all of the explanations for your body paragraphs. Okay. All right. So.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
Can you repeat what you were saying from the background information, please? Because I end up getting cut out.
Okay.
So
you understand the background information, or you want me to explain that too?
I would like for you to explain it.
Okay, sure, no problem. So let me just start from the hook anyway. So the hook, we begin in an interesting way. All right. That means questions, jokes, dialogue, facts, quotes. You know what I mean? You can even start your essay with, I have a dream. That's a quote. You can start the essay with, some people start one I saw a person start the essay with, my grandmother had got my grandmother just received her driver's license at the age of 40. That's like, wow, a shocking statement, right? Some people, you might start it with a dialogue, you might start it with something, a lyrics from the song. You might just be creative, whatever you do, but make sure it fits with don't just be creative and careless. Make sure it fits with your topic. Okay, make sure you could always bring it back. Then you have the given some background information. What I mean by background information, if you're talking about license, you might want to give a definition of what a license is. If you're talking about depression, you might want to define what depression is. You might want to talk about the fact that depression has been something that people has to deal with for a long time. The fact that depression, not only has an impact on the lives of teenagers, but it also affects the people around them. Like you could just give some more information about the topic. If you're talking about depression, tell me a little bit more about depression. Tell me a little bit more about, a little bit more about why depression is such a big thing. Why people always, especially teenagers, why they always getting into this. And like you understand the reasons why they get into it, yet you're just talking about depression itself. You know what I mean? Then you go ahead.
So like the impact?
Yeah, the impact. Yeah, that impact. That's a very good point you made. The impact. So then you state your position. I agree or I disagree. Clearly. But you can't just say I agree or I disagree. I agree or I disagree to what? You have to tell me exactly what you agree or disagree to. And don't just say, oh, to the given statement. No, like what exactly that do you agree or disagree with? Okay. Then you give 3 reasons why. 3 distinct reasons why. Do not, oh my goodness, I should write this down. Oh my goodness, this is very important. Please give 3 reasons that are distinct. What do I mean by distinct? Someone?
Focus on the idea.
No, that's not what distinct means.
Like it being specific.
Special.
No, no. What do you mean by distinct? Which means that.
That are straightforward.
No, distinct.
Stand out.
Not stand out. No. So what I'm saying is none of your. Not even clear. It's just that none of your points should.
Very specific.
No. None of your points should overlap or be the same thing. So you want to make sure that they are 3 separate points. They're not like sort of the same thing. Like for example, your persons, they might say, oh, I believe that teenagers should not, have a license because teenagers are, listen to that 3 points. Teenagers are immature, reckless, and loves to drink and drive. Okay. So there are 3 reasons are that they shouldn't get a license because teenagers are immature, reckless, and loves to drink and drive. The problem with that is the reason why you are the problem is that with that is that you are immature because you're reckless. The problem with that is what I'm saying is the problem with that is you can't say that the teenagers are immature, reckless, and get distracted because to be immature means that you are reckless, right? If you're reckless, you're immature. Like they're the same thing, right? You're just using a different adjective, but they're they're synonymous, right? You can't say, oh, I believe teenagers should not be able to drink and drive. I mean, should not be able to get a license at 16 because they're irresponsible, immature, and reckless. They like the same words, right? If you're immature, you're irresponsible. If you're reckless, you're immature. Like they're the same thing. So don't, like for example, some people might say for the depression thing, oh, I believe that persons have depression because of bullying, right? Because of bullying, because of people hitting them in the home, and because of people saying bad stuff to them. All of them is bullying.
Sound like you're reading off my essay.
I read off your essay. Everybody say the same thing. No mind.
No, I think that was mine.
Everybody say the same thing. What I'm saying is that's still bullying. Like all that is just bullying. Like you can't, or abuse. You know what I mean?
Mine
Like,
not something like mine.
yeah. Like you have to make sure that they different stuff. Like so they have to be like different from each other, especially different from each other. Clearly different from each other. Okay. If you say that persons get depression because of expectations, and then you say one parent expectations from their parents, expectations from their teachers, expectations. It's like all that is expectations. Like you don't get brownie points for explaining different types of expectations. You just put that in one paragraph. Expectations. You don't do the whole essay on expectations. Okay. So you want to make sure that every one of your points are distinct from each other. They're not the same thing, right? One is separate from the other. Okay. And then finally, for your essay, sorry, for your introduction, is that I'll just mention this on the fly, is that it should be free from spelling errors. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Spelling errors. Oh God have mercy. The things I see spell
Lose me.
The things I see. Oh boy, it's interesting. You have to make sure that you don't have no spelling errors. Make sure that you're free from grammatical errors. So no run-on sentence, none of them stuff. Okay, make sure that you do not use. People have the audacity to put, you and I and like they texting, right? You're not texting, okay? So make sure that you don't use them stuff. So free from grammatical errors, free from spelling errors, make sure that you do not use Bahamian dialect and do not use abbreviations used in text, okay? And when you're texting. So write out the full word, I, you, Y-O-U, like write out the full word, okay? Do not use abbreviations.
Instructions to
when-
Mr. Petit.
And do not use contractions. So shouldn't, couldn't, would have, don't use them. Just write the full thing. Could not, do not, should not, okay? Don't use abbreviation when you, do not use abbreviations used when you are texting, okay? What else? The next thing I'd say is please stay on track. So ensure that your writing is coherent. So ensure that your writing is coherent. What coherent means? Coherent means that you stay on the same topic. Stay on the same topic.
So relevant.
It could be relevant, but not coherent. Coherent means that you actually, like I could say a bunch of relevant things, but it's still not coherent, right? Coherent means that if I'm talking about my day at the ice cream shop, I don't talk about my day at the beach. Like I am sticking with my day at the ice cream shop. I'm not venturing into different names. If you're talking about depression, don't talk about your exercise time at the mall or something like that. Stay on depression. So make sure that everything you say is on the same topic in line. Don't stray or don't stray. And if you did that, then you would have, then if you do that for your introduction, then you would find that for your essay, it would be much better. So the homework, everyone know what the homework is. I want you to rewrite your introduction for your aptitude test. So that's the homework.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question.
Go
Since
ahead.
I didn't do the English language altitude test, would you just like me to write an introduction on depression?
Yes, I would give you the topic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome.
So
So rewrite.
excuse me, when is this done? When is it due, I mean?
I'll give you the date right now. Rewrite your introduction.
The whole time I wasn't connected.
So rewrite the introduction.
I wasn't finished writing the other one.
Oh, you didn't put it right. Okay. Take a screenshot of it. By the way, I'm going back this. I just want to write down the homework before it's time to go. I coming back to that other slide. Rewrite the introduction that you wrote for the aptitude test. Be sure to use the same topic. Okay. And like I said, for those who didn't get it, this is due on the next time we have English. When the next time we have English, which is Wednesday.
Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, Wednesday. Today is the 3rd, so what? The 5th. Yeah, Wednesday, the 5th of July. 2023. Maybe let me be very clear with the time. I want it on or before 3 p.m. All right. So make sure to do that and send it to me. You can send it to me via email. You can send it to my WhatsApp. Doesn't matter once I get it.
Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit.
There's a lot of noise in your background. A lot. That's a lot of noise. Go ahead, use ask some question. You email WhatsApp or you give it to me in person when you come to class.
Excuse me.
Go
What
ahead.
are we are doing it for a test we take in person?
Yes, yeah. That same topic.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Are we supposed to rate this? Can we type it up?
You type it. Type it. That's fine. You can type it.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
So that's Mary writing the essay over?
Just the introduction. Just the introduction. Not the whole
You don't
essay.
know. I can have, okay, I can tell. I can WhatsApp you because.
Okay.
I think not a difference.
Just okay. When I say the introduction, I just mean for your essay, the first part, so your first body part, your first paragraph, the same one. Anyway, message me so I can explain it more.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
Message me.
Okay, I will.
All right.
Let me start that from the beginning again. Let me take a screenshot of that, please.
Sure, no problem. Which one? This?
Ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good.
No, back.
Go back.
Go back.
Keep it
there. All right. So before we go, all right, good stuff. So once you finish writing, once you have finished writing this information now, you can leave. I'll see you on tomorrow virtually 6 to 9. We can do this all over.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Have a wonderful
Good night, Mr.
day.
Petit.
Good night. Have a wonderful evening. Take care,
All
everyone.
right.
Yeah. Someone asked for my email. My email is the open handed classroom at gmail.com.
Mr. Petit.
Yes, sir. No, small. Someone's asking a question. Someone's asking a question. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Remember the homework you gave, right?
Yes.
You could continue explaining the introduction, like what we have to do.
Oh, just
kind
okay, this is who, Rashad?
Yes, sir.
Were you headed today in class?
Yes, sir. But I just kind of lost.
No, not today. I mean tonight. I mean today.
No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, okay. What you doing? You in Nassau or you in Palm Island?
Nassau.
In Nassau. Wait, you doing what grade you in? What grade you going?
Pardon?
What grade? Let me stop the recordings. What grade you going in?
11.
11.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. So why you wasn't here today? You didn't know we have class this morning?
Because, no, sir. My parents said they just signed me up today.
You just signed up today? Rashad. Okay, all right. Okay, so when I say introduction, what I mean is I want you to just like how let me show you. Maybe if I give you an example, you'll understand what I mean. So I'm gonna give you an example. So let me give you an example of what I mean by introduction. All right, so what's Rashad? So if you look at this, right? This is an example of essay that someone wrote, right? If you look,
Yes,
it
sir.
has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. The first paragraph that they wrote, that's the introduction. So I don't want you to write the whole essay, okay? I just want you to write the first part, the first paragraph. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now, so that means don't write all of this. Just write
Good
the
night.
first. Good night. Just write the first paragraph. In that first paragraph, you must, like I was saying, you must begin in an interesting way, like I was talking about. You must give me some background information about your topic. Oh, you don't have a question yet, eh, Rashad? You don't have the question yet.
Yes, sir, I do. I mean,
What the
we
question
can
that you
make
have?
up our own topic.
No. I have to give you the question. Message me, and I'll give you the topic. Okay.
Okay.
Just type in the chat, Mr. Petit, I need a topic, and I'll send you the topic. All right, because you didn't take the test, that's why.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So just and make sure when you message, say put Rashad there so I can notice.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
All right. Good. All right.
Okay, then thanks.
All right. No problem. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Yeah. All right. For the rest of us, any other questions before I go?
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
probably a dumb question, but
Come on.
you want me to send these, right? Send the notes.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Please remind me next time so I wouldn't forget. You know how we do it. Yes, please
Yeah.
send it. You come in tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Can you send me the topic as well, please?
No doubt. I can send you the topic.
Thank you. Good night.
No problem. Good night. On a K, you trying to say something? Miss Jervis? Boy, I can't hear a word you say. I can't hear you. I'll call you on WhatsApp. Because I can't hear you. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Have a good evening, everyone. I didn't get the rest of the information. Let me
All right, good night.
Good night. Good night. Take care.